was finally a your Broni Priscilla and common our Tabontia Tim Lega wife for a disancommon amenia be a candia chairman say a year is Legon a fee now an enema a timuno now an eda de Lumba Sutiman San Wuno. Finally, what the a year feelings of fono ama a year Mamma Kusia Serwaa Nano and Uncrophobi Blabus say a quine bells on a fire and I'm so a more Broni etimi a day a yen safoi a de Amakusia Serwaa Nano Tim Lega wife for edi nkomo ese odo Broni na nkasa no allegedly na safo no de be mama Akosua Serwaa na emum enipa wodi ne ho yawo ayanu nti ma ne twe asem no tintan no eye bempoma kire se bempoma no ya we pa se eye wono odo Broni no one eye ne nua be mada de Lumba ewo honum nanso edu mlebi na ese bempoma abu nani ede agusu ntia no ene nam so ana watwe asem mu dendenden afi de ekurase waka nanso wonwe ya wabomodin ede nsafo ni na de ama eye mama Akosua Serwaa na timliga wife fo eni age won nsem hu ene omobo eye odo Broni abaso ewo nsem ma mepeso be ka me ho akwade nsem nchire mo nsem de omaka mi no madi nkoma haguso yeke Black Media
adio woni say yekase o yekase ekwan international o ma me do no umso ni do jinu de Mrs international yekase de obi ayi o contending ni so ya we what nti ya di mpasa me apart from Ghana no titi no baby ani wo kon baby ano Mrs Fosu ono na mo no baby ano Mrs Fosu apart from Ghana and maybe I say or church to last scene.
So cupcake. The bone of contention is in Ghana. If the woman had taken her cases to America, another in Germany, and Kobenya challenge or honor. I don't have to chase you in Germany.
Also the Germany and Kobenya challenge. Why never bow?
You don't know how people have made their mind to litigate. Nobody, listen. Cupcake, nobody is going to chase somebody in a jurisdiction that they have no local thing. Nobody. I mean, they say, I'm from America. There's no need for me to chase you in Ghana for litigation. If you want to litigate with me, I come to America because that is where I reside. That is where my place of abode is. And if there is a baby, not some mamba. You understand?
So, but I'm sure she didn't Japan. We didn't know Germany like Mammy Brown. And can you bring a so home? Because Mamma or Ghana. So if you only be our Ghana, on your back fighter, and I'm sure then could be Jim, right?
That's not true because no way. As I'm here.
And then all my then one neighbor isn't there, and then property one all the businesses were in Germany. Do you think
no. Somebody should meet him. Somebody should meet himself. Chief engineer. Chief engineer, can you meet yourself, please? So, Cupcake, what I'm saying there, I'm a meeting from here. Apart from Meira or my first beneficiary, me other beneficiaries in our Ghana. If I have sent them those documents, you understand? Next assembly supreme handman, they can come here and file for it. Once they have the legal documents to back what is on paper, they can do it. What I'm saying there, if Lumba, I'm just saying no, or ban there, Lumba will lift property to Germany, Northern or the Broni and others, remember no Ghana as beneficiaries, they can go and challenge it. They can go there and challenge it. But here is the case that Bami Akosua will be somebody to Germany, not other Ghana. So why must somebody in Ghana worry him or herself chasing a woman in Germany or America? How let's say it's today, but ever Ghana ever come back. It's just as simple as that. Yes, give it to me back the way. Let me who news to come.
Ada life na freezy. A freezy and I'm in a mense.
Because you're freezy will be a call, as woman you call.
Sir. Hey,
Yeah.
me who dear me
Answer take for you, me then take for you.
I would dare take oil.
Oh.
And say enumerate prestige beba. Inti na me I don't know ba. Oba ba church near ma bebree. Ah, break it. Oh, don't worry. I'm not mind na ha. And you know when you na ha ye you know we just I mean for more. And
Akosua,
yeah.
it looks like people are going to chase storage to witness the fight to
And
Saturday.
talk about no.
Yeah.
I don't think so there's a breaking news anyway. Me phone credit me come up. Life and let's call before no. And I I have so no anajo pa no beba. No ko in school work. Cupcake as a meet you.
Masam kama kena na mpisa me browse. The Charlie, the ban a strategy. It's in a lawyer so be case ye be ruby, ye be dibi nkunim. But yeah, one person will lose back. Everything is find a way. The only thing is you have to fight back, and that's what they are doing. They are trying to fight back. And now some maybe you're doing their fighting, no, or the strategy be fighting back. I see. Asa,
Do you see what is going on?
sure. Do you know what is going on? When we say if you ask me you net hey, you nim ejapade kra or mo. Ono no ni kun atena. Ono no say me tena ho ahwe a. I'm not talking about you see that Charlie.
But are you suggesting that Lumba no Broni tin wo man Japade da?
Ejapade e say you. You can let us explain this. I am impelled because you'll be the paddy or yeah, minim thing from the stories you and I we have listened. Yes, omu the paddy cry. Me the minimo. Sorry. Ejapade no ma no dey ntumi but onu no dey no ho no onyim ne onyi nuku aye. Probably say nyamuka say be honest oye ni ya nesisi onimu. Onam ho no I'm very sure say ma me no kra properties be onim ne eda ho onim ka yam na enim. Inti the one I come here expect say be odo boyin ba ono so ba with that kind of ho no mte. Okra wa list we no. Me say me so me what say ma fa na we say. But it's not happening like that for me. Because my man maybe I'm your list no I am very sure say be on your way. That one it's a fact say on your way say baby say baby. Exactly. One point in the beginning. Deal and one point in the center no do boy sitting and then I'm here. You also come in and tell us what you did together.
Yes, so that was the case I was arguing from the beginning.
But cancer. But keep that did it what happened?
There was no caveat anywhere. Take it from me. There was no caveat anywhere.
Hey.
Maybe there was no caveat anywhere.
From Odoboni side. Is she not the first person
Yes.
Caveat say after 6 days my father be then and back.
Cupcake.
Apart from the appeals no. Apart from appeals Odoboni and fire caveat to be
a platform also. Dabi. And me no panel platform also. Ode mam 2 minutes na me no din to mo. I'm
listening that you know them they are listening.
Yeah, so hold on for a minute, 1 minute. So hold on.
Because I didn't hear the internet the I'm surprised. The patron the chairman and me who. And Akosua na unim bibisa.
Cupcake, I don't want to cocoa melon for me. Cocoa melon for me and some
me say asemu
me and some. And it's by force. Mako did not back here that way play data. I feel a madam. Yes, some more. I feel a madam.
And the baby I'm bedu power a patrol. Would do power patrol.
no ane be ni se be nde be to
So cupcake tea. The letters of administration was filed by Mami Akosua Brim Koma for your Poku nationally on November 22nd, 2025. Oh yeah, letters of administration. Me, I don't have to tell anybody. That is why they call it S party. We are. Let's accord to you have 21 days to publish it for interested parties to also come and say, oh, I want to join in because I have an interest in it. Maybe also I want to question some or one or two things. So what Broni did, and he said, Broni placed a caveat on it, say, based on what was said in court on November 28th, me and Mami Akosua we were declared customary wives. So Obefali case for court, she should recognize me also as a wife. And the court accepted it, say yes, based on what was said on November 28th, no, she's a wife. And today I was telling somebody, say, the moment a judgment is given, Yanko appeal overturn, it becomes rule 11. Proceed by one country, it becomes part of Ghana law. It becomes Article 11, Article 11. So that is what happened. And then, Charlene, my minimum, also went to court through lawyer Foko.
they one but I listen somewhere. Is it when I'm to the Kadazi?
I will listen somewhere. Me too, I'm here telling you what is
make customer come. I am me argue with what you have said. I've heard that one. But what's then? I think the mad you know, I mean, okay, a bit kusikoma okay affidavit. Nobody didn't show that the court said you are a wife. It's in a
the court said the wife. The moment the court has said it's become part of Ghana. That's why I say it's part of Ghana. So it doesn't matter how she works.
Maybe. But so the second question is.
Prestige and that time, Kakamuni engaging it.
Okay.
That's the most part of it. Prestige, I want to go home almost more question. I'm saying life and I drop in. Oh my God, I'm going to go from a man, but I hope
what is saying?
I'm here to go now. So
yeah, no, I'm Adam. Go ahead.
Welcome. Yeah, I trying to watch it.
I finished me 1 hour break, so we can have some chat or talk.
Okay, and I'm young for the no could do na or channel pa na waka conspiracy bi asem hano. But proceed, my first question you there. First of all, thank you. My first question you there. Is it out of place for kids of a surviving spouse to also file separate caveats suggesting that they want to join their mother or their stepmother, or they also want to have the right to be the probator or administrator of one proper estate?
So it will not be out of place.
Thank you very much. And again, yes, legal tactics. If somebody suggests today, oh, Lumba, or a major person watching. So I'm using myself as an example. If I know that my father had 44 houses and that is what he gave me, and then out of nowhere, cupcake back, I am filing letters of administration so as she can administer my father's property. Now say me join or me file a caveat to join her. Does that mean that actually my father left me nothing?
Yes, it is a very big yes, which is 90%, because you see, the law, when the law is clear, you don't pretend to be say you are going in to joke with the law. Okay. So, for instance, why do you file LA? You file letters of administration if you know that the person who died did not leave any will. That is the law. So the moment I file LA, no, then you are telling the court that the person did not leave any will. So the court should give you the power for you to be an administrator of the property of that person. You cannot be or you cannot seek to do that when you know that the person has a will. That one, yes, I will be an untruthful applicant. As all the court need to grow. Because if you know the person has a will, then where do you go and join? Say me person me join it because will be person or yeah administrator and the person me court join it. And then court because who dey agro. One you cry court bet you me fine for that. Two, so unim say o papa eja wejapade. Na ejapade na wo di mu a. Na so obi akofale earlier. O file caveat na you state that reason with evidence to the court say ejapade na nipa no pese o ma no tumi ma ne be administrator no e media dada, so there is no cause of action. So in law you can say cause of action no but so who no nim say papa ejapade now pese bia o pretend now ko file as a co-administrator now so the court in the agro and you are not a truthful applicant. Ebasa akrana perjury bet you match because whatever that you are swearing behind, you are swearing an oath. Oh, can't me dinsio. Now also nim say ejapade ya kan ho asemi. Eya wo dia dada. Then you are going there to swear an oath. A serious case for perjury. Enti no nim say ejapade ya wo dia. So o file caveat na, then you state that reason in say nothing na wo caveat because ejapade ya wo dia dada. So there's not even the need for the court to even grant LA. But so him say ejapade no enya wo dia. Na so obi kwa ko pray there so join.
Very well. Very well. That brings me to the question there. When you look at the list of properties Mami Akosua were all listed previously. Some people are saying that when she did the letters of administration, or they come, me, I'm not privy to that. But I know there was a list to be by about 19 properties and of value items, which is even wrong. One for Germany and then two non-count. Would that not be a reason Moframano would join as interested parties, knowing very well the ABR, Papa war, and then be a baby. It is in my name. My papa will not be a baby. It is in my name. However, my stepmother, my mother says she wants to, which probably I don't know what is beyond that. So I have that curiosity to join so as I will know what is in there.
In letters of administration, we don't do that.
Okay.
Before I file letters of administration, one can say nipa na o file na so unim ni awope.
Okay.
Intino say mama kutia Serwaa no okwa file no e wo say o state ejapade way anyway our person court na man to me man ya administrator of it. Ti also okwa join based on ABA the nipa state ya na say o be ka ho. Intino you must know what you are going in for. In so far as man for Germany, the nan can one there. And also to me raise the question say whether or not Germany dine Lumba diana. In my case, a Japade you be there near a one dim. Since your man for because a letter of administration say a Japadia will represent Yama court in a court amount to me was who. The court does not give you a universal power. As in something that you've not presented to it or to the court. In the forensic, power cast 10. Now, letters of administration, that's all the mutu pen acquire. Two no na yama authority or home. And yet 10 in because 10 and one family to court name. In the court name not the mine. That is why you list what you want the court to give you power on.
Proceed, more question.
So, again, no. Who say free one?
And then me I
don't say when they can send feedback on the level. I mean, it's I don't say what. And now, because I will channel says in a brand. I mean, why those no?
Me and she me pa me fi say me car no.
That be on one and
Because
I don't see a
Bible Virginia.
afro. Why, Mammy soon as afro.
but I say
Prestige me patrol. Not me question, I say. Obi say, Obi can say, Mammy Akosua say one list German properties. And I mean, so me person me just say one list here. Not interested parties no mo who say, and also to bet me I your mobile page up at the no. They can file a caveat and include it, and I'm about to yenisa.
Point one, and I will be some myself.
Person me just say some Mammy Akosua say wa all list properties na ye mano ele no e wo so no. I want for Germany fee na anka ho no. Me patch say interested parties no. Almost to bet me a file caveat. No more at the Germany fear no more aqua ho and I'm a boy.
Yes. I know they are to me at the county one of
Exactly.
You see the caveat near caveat they can have say caveat just say pause button. Pause it. Me was some can. I didn't know what some can. Papa or ya me papa. Your friend is say. Nigga for no. Eye say ni say. Ti de maame na nka no, wo betumi aka ho say bibi say kura sa aka ho. Inti court enye maame we nko ako administrator. Na mu mfa me so meka ho, na me so me administrator. Inti wo de na wo list ye no. Say court grant letters of administration na. Obe grant letters of administration no, pursuant to nyoma wo list ye. Inti maame ne de na ono okwa akopɛ no, say wanka Germany fe na nka ho a ono onya power on that.
Okay.
But what did I mention? No, caveat na. Intina sa nyoma bi say no. Yetna say na yehu say if it is meritorious, say evidence wo we kire say japade we nyina ye papa ne dia. Oh ya no ye nyina afra preko. Inti it could be say nipa na ono no ye first one or call file for letters of administration. E bi kwa na wan fa japade ni nyina na ekoye. Uno wo ya odi afade unim nyina ka ho because also ye co-administrator. It is a court granto sa e na ono na wan fan kan de ono no tumi wo ho de na odi akokot ni mu. But what must say?
Question.
Say who read this Charlene? Any say friend Kevin no. Charlene
Dennis.
Who say omo the social media ni na omo ka brofu bi and all other properties are around that intellectual property no ho no. Who say omo no they were specific on the intellectual Lumba's intellectual property.
Yes.
But edia na maame kono na maame wan fa intellectual property anka ho. But ono no all kono caveat no or the intellectual property eden aka ho. Into court ne guarantee administration amana obe make orders as such. Ni ade buy na obe hwe so make orders e the amount. Into the court ne guarantee LN de ma Charlene na say Kevin based on the omo de coin na say bi omo de na intellectual property e wo mu a Akosua say one no ontumi mbe ya administrator of intellectual property so because one fan can asem ho.
But I mean with a question. Ebia is Legon dana maame no ede list no ede count no na yi ho. But ebia documents enye papa ne din ma eti eno no court with my and there no de ama maame no.
Enye papa ne din mu a entina e wo so caveat no. So I'm expecting Broni say hi say I'm expecting Broni say onim say japade no ewo enyi papa ne di mu I also caveat. So one caveat na say oma court ne the manner there's another way. So who say court ne the account you can go back and set it aside. Until initially so when to make caveat here let's say channel, so we never want so who say, say Japade we crana, yeah, the count mama, and you Lumba there, you can go back and set aside that early. It is always done.
Meet you, Chama, meet you.
Go back and set it aside. And run a macano.
From why?
You,
Mr. Prestige, answer my question. I'm catch a deal.
And a patcho, and I say, Nipane Japade no need demon, say my many and I didn't say or Bahua. With my family interpreter.
Okay.
Japade a media. So what business do you have on it?
Okay.
Give me a minute and let me answer. Adwa, although Broni has not filed a caveat to join the case.
This is a Bushapenia file caveat this year.
And he can.
No, sorry. Sorry, sorry. And I said, I'm a kind. So on that top process, no.
Yeah.
With the lawyers, what don't nobody are. What do how much of you are filing a dear wakra fresh early? No, the dear.
Matisse, although we need to say, low key, but be a bear next week.
Now, so Uncle Back.
So war.
So one me. On that top
Oh, yeah, I could travel, mammy, also to the baby.
Hey, Radin Uncle Point, me too for it, me too for it.
Bruni, no one to make a crazy. I'll say Popreno.
I am me in trash.
And no be a son home to my house in for the traction.
What you know? If I can move me some more questions, I don't know. I just be a question why na Prestige my house be free.
Before I be a question and Shamo ya de mamba na baso. Shamo uti go back echo correct no.
Eh somebody is
At the time I'm Frubio. At the time I'm Frubio.
That's not correct in the chest or no can no nim you.
At the time I'm Frubio.
Or said that picky easy fights. No him say there unia de kasa is soft. You know said that picky on him. So we or no kind.
And because
you call no ka say oh, I said I mean, maybe not even say me behana drink it.
My next question. Mammy no, you know, letter of this. So, what the death certificate baby see Lumba se Akosua. And it do say, you know, maybe say Lumba yen see no Akosua. Eti, no court. Ebusha penny beto akwa contest. Pass I know na omusie no.
Ousu ko file caveat na asem na nsamo mo ousu file bi na asem
interested party edewusu ye this but more question Elena mami Akosua afale no Broni yes ni din ka ho person lines emfa ni din ko ka ho no. Say ye din ka ho and does that make her an interested party and answer she have to go further and apply for something else to be an interested party?
No. Okay, so to be a co-administrator no, you have to apply and join. Tako say join that. But I think say court can say unfunny didn't count because the earlier now my men filing and it was legally in error or pathetic. It was legally pathetic. Inti sa David now or filing ashasi and untumi fire she alone. Because so okay say unkwana oya yere ewa bra there is a court order or a law. Actually say a man in the area and that's a one obano. I don't know the back court incompetent. Intino a good say or amendeno or car say ye no but you no on only fee say on unkwana area na adie. Into the price of the Broni didn't work my meno. Affidavit and make Broni an automatic co-administrator. She has to join.
No, I'm not saying co-administrator. Question I'm person me say. Elena mami Akosua afale nko for list o mo no so mo interested parties.
Yeah, because now me make her say nipa no Broni kwa ni din enna ni din ni so na omo court order say ma me ni fa ni din enkoso no automatically it made her an interested party. Nti as an interested party ubetimi akọ akaviate meboa.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, the minute na ni din course no or interested party. No.
Akosua, when it reaches sometimes like that, and someone to me share like the man ham and a cupcake.
No, man. The cupcake was just here. What open to kwa? Hey, Papa was so power do way.
Because yeah, the bobo baby you legal education. Yeah,
the cupcake was just here.
Call them mom betty. Call them and let them come and listen.
Sit up stage. Choco. Prestige.
Choco, that's saying.
Namia Cobra. May messa backstage in the go. Sir, ma'am, lawyer Fati. Let her know throw instruction. What does that mean? And why do you think they are quiet? Lawyer Fati, the Jamal associate, no, we are quiet. What does that instruction? What does it mean? In your mind, what do you think it means?
Same pattern ya chemo I mean instruction dey na me meaning and I will meet him say maybe oja the last wish. It could be things that are concerned with near or any of those stuffs no. But baby I say no I pimpen do no there with my legal eye no. I can tell you 99.99 say Lumba 1 year well. Because or you realize the LA will not even arise. It will technically knock it out. That's one to the West Act.
So, Prestige, another school of thought. What if I decide not to take the will to court and face the consequences? Does that nullify the legitimacy or the relevance of the war? Let's say the Lumba war, and they were supposed to file, but also listen, damn the consequences, keep it on the set day ABCD. You can read my will, and then my properties are shared. And somebody goes to court today, they have committed a crime because after citing it, or there's a court, but the legal team or whoever that had it will decide not to go, take it to court. I know that it can be challenged in court, but does that nullify? Does that nullify the legality or the legitimacy or the relevance of the will?
Please, it will make the will invalid. It will make it null and void because
it will make it questionable and answer will make it not invalid.
Invalid, yeah. So for a will to be invalid, the last process is to file. So filing it can be before the death of the person or after the death of the person. Now, if it's after the death of the person, it should be within 14 days. So you cannot decide, say, I will damn the consequence, commit a crime, then that will no ever stand there, be invalid. Just 1 year. So the last stage of the will will be filed. Or file we are not just 1 year. So when you do last stage now, that means document the could be an well.
Hello, Prestige. Hello. Am I audible? Yeah, Prestige. Me pacho.
I'm
no, I just say Tim Liga for Zika. Any other real trainer or bring your Zika anyway. Inti Prestige. Me pacho. After the medrufium, person can add dictibina inti asimbi. So, according to Section 11, Subsection 3 of the Wills Act, 1971, Act 360, when talking about filing your will, okay, after the deceased, after someone has passed, now it was on Franco within 14 days. When does it become criminal?
It becomes criminal when after 14 days, no, it becomes criminal. It
becomes criminal as the bearer of the document, and I say, what is the criminality over there?
The criminality is that what they read is section 11 now, or better of the fines. Or better,
me reading na mashada me lady me pese
yes, it's become criminal on the one who is in possession of it. And he said, oh, lawyer no to me can say okipu you better not to me no.
So does it nullify the will or the desires of the deceased just because someone held the document for over 14 days?
It nullifies the will. It makes the will becomes invalid. Because you see, for the purpose of fraud in tea, any forgery in tea normally say initial. Into then or convince the other party they say, woman shall 14 days no.
In Act 360, in Act 360,
what you are saying, a prestige, is it not meant on the court to say or mobile check the validity of the will?
You afraid be the spirit and the letter of the law. You afraid be the spirit of the law and the letter of the law. When the letter of the law is clear and there is no ambiguity, you cannot use your own interpretation to twist it. The law is clear. So it should be filed. So opa sa timeline no a emade ne kuta nyina na masade ne null and void. Court be no obeja tumuda because the burden will be on you to prove to the court to say and then the church say Sadia we no and the papa na ye. Ubeka wonu say na court ni ntie da because emrada ho wa mese. Nti dey na church say the odi be papa na ye.
Why do letters of administration now, right? Almost supplementary documents now. It says if there's any will you can attach it to it.
So if there's any will, professor just say, will I file you? Say I file you copy you. Talking about valid will. Until be our own over early. Let's say be for instance no. Say your file will be not say valid. Over to the account. Then all the back all the record now it helps the court. Now you will any valid. Because so man fact me sorry me did.
On says a prestige.
So man fact. Okay, so man fact say no na me shemu a. And can go for be forgery. It is on internet ekuta penal consequence no. So it shows that the intent or the framers of the of that Rules Act no. What they show mutrim say don't break that. Internet ekuta penal consequence no.
Prestige, but I me besides a question and storage beside me. Even say be wo if you 10 na wa will 6. Never say 4 ni de enka will no ho. Inti wouldn't that also be part of such circumstance now kind of where it's like obekwa kwaje will no anipa ne de che 6 no. Na 4 na aka no na wo kwaje lady ache ana
and also to me a circumstance when you want to put
go ahead.
Honorable Prestige, me pacho okay Mary Kweku versus Victoria Welbeck. Ghana case. Lawrence J versus Ano. Okay, that case is no. The judge simply overruled, like it was ignored. The 14-day delay was not used. You can just check it right now for me. If maybe I have misread it. It was one apply when you see 14-day rule, no, because the will of the person, no, and the panic desire. What you say? And you say me a witness. Senka may a witness to a will. Let's say may one of the witnesses to a will. Wo prestige. Yama wo busuafo. Na me meti ho. Na me hu say one favor. I don't know what you near man. Met me a feature keep an access high in copy na we busuan. Met me keep send a bear be charged in interstate. I don't care the consequences. Met me a keep in a chain interstate. Into yes idea who interpreting it that way. Once I said there is the spirit and the letter. The spirit, the idea behind why it was written that way, which you perfectly interpreted or explained. But when you talk about the letter and Serwaa, then we are going to talk about how it is being explained on the face value. There are cases in the Supreme Court where Supreme Court rulings. Was it the Supreme Court ruling? Let me just check. Yeah. Supreme Court rulings. The judge simply just one section because Amafo will take advantage of that. No, mommy, actually properties interstate. Whereas the true desire of the person was for there to have been for the estate to have been apportioned in a certain way. You can just check Lawrence J and Ano versus Bernardo Poku. Bernardo Poku. Say,
yeah, babe.
Mami, go to the reference. Let me touch the reference right now.
Anna, what was the reason to judge in the casa? Was that part of the holding?
Yes, Debbie, and yes, and yet the holding necessarily. Maybe percent cases where the judge simply overlooked because they held it for over 14 days and almost submitted here. I'm just checking it right now. Or holding over 14, or holding over. They presented the document, but or ignore law no because who didn't wait here. The sanka we mu case. Obi beti me afa document na sie. On fa on na akwaje on nanim de oye. Send a bear Japadian interstate against the real will or the desires of the deceased. Me pese me ma the particular year no dem eba. Ma me ma here.
Who say okasa na who say na it's like say okrano you are having a criminally impugned mind.
I know na making
but you see the law does not support criminality. I'm not doubting you, but I'm saying who reason to ignore the 14 days. It could be many reasons.
Me computer
Prestige. As I'm now Canada, I know say we go fit in Tinama or Kasana. But Anna minimum especially the original Nana Mijina. So me ye the word nama me as execute and who will know the content of the name and you may be a moon saying quite against me. I can decide some if I want a cranko. Maybe I as a woman of cramming name after 14 days and the men found and also my question is, sir, I know say and your court inquiries where they keep the wall. It can also be at the bank, right?
Bank, they be court.
The court inquiries the only place.
High court. All the court circuit court or transmitted high court. It represents my treat and mammy.
Bueno, into mama into year
no, it represents the beauty of mammy. A dear ma judge in overlook here. So okay. There should be a reason.
Yeah.
Quick announcement, Mr. Mo.
I feel you also.
I say a penny caveat, Mr. Mo. So what we want, Mr. Fasten them. Why?
Original life in this one like. Next, you won't find you.
Mr. Mo. Man like it, life in a bedrock, what to say the drop back on Mr. Momon like it. The Pamacho will be our give at him. I'm so for message me. Why? Now, I'm family like
Alex, who over catch us the lawyers in Casa. Now, so
I'm family, I used to buy the baby. Is it Friday? I am who could.
Okay, so Prestige. Into Oyusu, Ojina, the fact say what makes a will a will. Ojina and no so was say yentimi and overrule sign your money just because the document was not presented in 14 days. Into Ojina say what did the testator sign the will? Later did and not specifically. And Saturday things it must be written, it must have written signed, and then there should have been witnesses. Now, just that it opens a window for people to challenge. A man for the challenge said they think or they suspect, say it is fraudulent, as in people may have tampered with the document or they created it, they fabricated it. And una will say, suspect is okay, come and tell us why you think so. Omobey man, you know, when the witnesses came and I mean, Omobe can't say, Omo challenge, you know, Omobe can come on seven. None the grounds, they say, Omo testimonies needs so. Omo testimonies like accusations, Omo day money reasons, Omo kase into say inconsistency in testimony.
Don't say, in time, so my reason, don't say, they because law, no, there's a say, my reason. Yeah, a man judge, you know, and for 14 days, 9 years, Juma, then you enter into an argument. For instance, there is a case at Nipano, now occur peacekeeping. Oh, baby. In a well, no, equity baby, 14 days, Nipemono, court na admitted based on say, occur peacekeeping. Tell me say a reason being a judge in the so okay. Into the man reason.
Into reasons the core legal issues. That was the burden of proof. Or say the proponents of the will they successfully proved that the thing was really written and written and witnessed by the people.
Exactly. I can't be no first one judge and say obi crime tempire. So that burden, if you can push it in the law in the own, the moment you bet me prove no, you say true. So to me
exactly.
So to me prove say or buy bema ya bema. Ya the bema wo.
Aha, very good.
But I know no law because
yes.
No impossible so be prove say bema or buy a bema. What I say,
but I agree with what you're saying. But also say obi jina ase na wanti nie wanti ase a. Oh, I respect you a lot. Oh, first there me who page so na only some lawyer be boatin bi na mo ye bi na me te o kasa no kwa me hu say wo sua ade o tiri bobi o.
What say the one lawyer o. What say the lawyer
what is the man can say they be a me coach me law I say there's an exception.
Yes, into
say exception rule now the bemu dia and the benya be
you're right. The American say it doesn't automatically nullify the will. Okay?
Yes,
it must be contested.
It must be contested. You leave it to the court. Say or not, yes. They determine say exactly. If it's good or it's invalid. Yes. Me one and I mean na me bisa nana kwesi say at that part nana kwejo say at that part you can't really state to say is invalid. No, you can't say it. It depends on the court. Because me the America say na e di na crowd. We have poku transport there now. I know say X. I don't know is either poku transport and I say at their cutlass. Oh, no, the coin. Later, on the coin. Yeah. Later, on the world no coin. Ne brother the world no coin. But then, no court ne catch and say for some reasons the invalidity no want to be gentle. But omunya hearing for a well no. But it was challenging court and I honor catch up said nah, it's not valid. So America say after 14 days no, everything can happen. If it's I said if you one horse see no crowd yare. If you are hospital baby.
No.
Yes.
But sorry, here. I mean, me nanka me pe new case bi kwa dia mamo. A case now really an expansion year ben. O de me di ntia me na me call me computer no remember me new case.
Me na go say penny dey
No, me say expansion.
Sorry, it was in
for you know.
Courage. Prestige was in 2015.
2015
November 2015. Yeah.
Okay, so that means it falls under one of the exceptions.
The Supreme Court. No. Legal issues are oyusu here. Legal grounds no. And then amebobo also no. Like oyusu 3 legal grounds. The burden of proof. And inconsistencies in testimony. We crampo no, that case we no crampo na very delicate because will amendment to the will. And very delicate. And so obey so burden of proof and inconsistencies in testimony with regards to way the proponents no. And the final one here, weight of expert evidence. These were the basically the three grounds.
So that means signature no pass it through forensic examination. Who say it was not tampered with, right?
And so they forgot. So they forwent the 14-day rule.
And so it's one part of the exception. So my can't allow the exception here then. Even at talk, so obikum nipa kra na exception wo ma yetumi jano.
Yes, no, let me say, establish like right. I know you know, but right. For the purposes of education, people should know that. And yes, I didn't copy me for be will crazy.
You are right.
Thank you very much.
If only you can prove, sir.
Exactly.
Yes. And I can say that anything can happen. Anything can happen at all. Yes.
So, my musa question. Mausa was happening. I
was about me by announcement. Mr. Momoma empower tab by Mr.
And I almost said the Alex page in the show.
Some Mr.
I did Alex page in a or report so my file and your documents and Ankasa.
And the documents and Ankasa.
Documents and I was an opponent and also a person account.
Yeah.
And I someone and open so account to show down be
Bernard, no, all candy what page in so Bernard, I think I read the
press release in the
sending me. Some of the can
press release. Public notice of caveat filed in respect of letters of administration dated May 29, 2026. Pending Mr. Victor Kofi Owusu, head of a corner royal family of Akosua and Isuta in the Ashanti region, wishes to officially inform the general public, partners, supporters, media, organizations, on all relevant stakeholders that pursuant to Order 66 Rule 11 of the Ghana High Court Civil Procedure, Rule 2004, CI A7, a caveat has been duly filed to prohibit the granting of probate or letters of administration in respect of estate of Charles Kodofosu, aka that Lumba, the deceased, without proper notification and involvement of the caveator. The caveat arises from the application for letters of administration filed by Akosua Serwaa on December 22nd, 2025, together with a supplementary affidavit in support filed on January 12, 2026. This legal action has become necessary following what Abusuapeni Victor Kofi Owusu considers to be serious concerns regarding alleged inaccuracies and representations contained in the said application, including the representation of Mr. Robert Jemfi as the head of the royal family of the deceased, and Ernest Nafusu, also known as Akosua Brimpoma, as the customary successor of the deceased. Abusuapeni Mr. Kofi Owusu and the Corona Royal family of Akosua in Suta respectfully challenge the validity and legitimacy of the representations contained in the said letter of administration application, and maintain that no lawful administration of the estate of the deceased should proceed without the recognition, involvement, and participation of the duly acknowledged head of family. The gazetted leader, Abusuapeni, wishes to place on public record that Abusuapeni Mr. Victor Kofi Owusu remains recognized head of a corner royal family of Akosua and Isuta, and is committed to. I'm coming on the last is committed to ensuring. Please, how they move on to ensuring that all matters concerning the estates are conducted in accordance with lawful procedures, transparency, justice, and the preservation of customary authority and family sanctity. The family respectfully urges the public, partners, supporters, and media to treat this matter with fairness, respect, and due sensitivity while the legal process proceeds towards final determination. Thank you, Sir Alex.
I do it obvious because now they are.
Na sorry dey abusia penny wonu amu wonu ntokwa awoko ada no wonko no ntokwa nwie na wape ne ma ye double dancer
Akosua ti na sanse ha papa no e friend it me ante Akosua
de wo abusia penny abema ha won
na se wonu amu no ne Say cry ya question so ya busha peno nya busha ni eni o ujina court o say jina ayi
would ma say be audition or say I remain the gazetted the keyword
oh na say me say won enu ti na me ka say
I remain the gazetted
enkosi baby ya
Akosua open to no fie also ba ban ma I remain the gazetted.
Oh please, the whole thing they say. Why who want to call walk on to quantum could see baby?
Bakusi I can clear. My head, my head, acquire busha penny on a busha penny. May baby have never busha penny a yagane. Will be on your busha penny to be the head of the family say to you for be property to mount. Neshe and the Alpha be
the drama and one ever because to prestige.
Assembly by I say the misrepresentation of Abusia Penny and the customer successor. Obi can say, and the initially the court initially say, my many a year. That was what the future. I remember that day. I said the court initially and say, my man is a wife. And she representation now, more representing there and Kashi. Is it true that
okay, Shamo, sorry, me pese yes you open you we are nan suasa prestige kasa we are suasa until we mamen try ade bi wo won say if I may understand what he was trying to say enyama bi wo ho you will have to challenge it one challenge here na say afemu
Yeah, I think it's a no person worker.
Maybe that's what he was trying to say.
Yeah, it's a no person.
You will have to challenge, say.
Man challenge it, yeah.
Yes.
I think you grab and also get the same thing. You lawyer,
you tell me raises I should say ARG area, make the same statement. It's a man for I just say so and found he has a man many a year and a quarter.
On say expatiate near Shamoka and Montanase mono ebia like near Mokan send a musiti as but it is wrong for him to say that. Let's say Oka say the court in no no person say that is the only criteria.
Yes.
And so it's wrong. Any can say that's one no criteria. Aha, until the Shamoka no right. You see, at SAS we want or the level one Emma requirement of or more rights so also more. In a letters of administration, so no say failure and no see our requirement of ebusianfo or more capacity to have a say in it. Ebini ebusia penny until obi FN also ebusia penny. No catch me say and the court nation or the court nation and say oh yeah and so no requirement no nim ya work until no the error any can so
any can so can because if so the whole see can no ubetimi interpretation so say whether or not it is proven or whether or not it is challenged his or her application was stand. I know the ultimate cancer. I know the
Yeah, but who say
Me pass on side yes and okay.
waiting.
Who say na people forget say court in your rubber stamp. If you are an officer of the court is not a rubber stamp. Into the document be to court and say a bomb. Court no be who. But baby a court ni involve in who a womb whereby a new man into the merit of the case. The moment a court no ever read the merit of the case no, na the normal judice in causa one ayejuma. The rule of bias na ayejuma. Because as an enfant didn't know who person who determine the was seven.
But I'm a patrol with you. I don't know. I might sound dumb, but so they answer me. Don't you think, say, and Busapenya fairly caveat now, and can the court wouldn't care who is a Busapenya or not? Don't you think?
Say Busapenya and fairly caveat now.
Yes. And then you remaining in the say or Robert Jemfine Busapenya in a success. Don't you think that court now shouldn't care who will be family issues this? But look at the documents, no more.
The court will flag it because say court ni buni go so na or grant letters of administration na be easy work. Ama lawyer be as obeka set aside. Say the court will become a laughing stock. Judge nebeka so obi meduma. Enunti na oye sanyoma na also affidavit no. Inti no judge no be fa document bia baako no we be say no question. Osi a friend Robert Jemfi. Ona ye Busapenya. For instance, into my minister question, for instance, say Nipanika say on a President Mahama. No file affidavit on behalf of President Mahama. Judge Nibeka say Obi ame challenging to mebu menegu so. Because there are some things be why it is obvious, it is in the public domain. I will be able to say when ye Busapenya. Inti judge no before no obey tna asem so no ye brief no. Or no also research allowance in omoje says can you the more research into no on the face of it no of flagging your maybe court need to me to go say your rate is even incompetent. Today I don't for blame Justice Dorinda meant your massing because omunim judges for majuma ube come can because judge ni fake who say my mini certificate is fake but on person be can want them into no all entertaining. They also do their own research, but they don't go into the matters.
I mean, that's fair.
Into no say story. Ghana one name say look that Lumba Busapenya to pack, and it's even on record in court document. Into who be catch say when I Busapenya na court never flag this here. Because court now flag here, the judge will become a laughing stock because of no crowd born in the Juma. Into say I honor the one can say.
Well, that's what corrected me because I was meant to believe it. Thank you.
Sorry, me probably believe you. Me probably believe you. Then after you be kind we na say my me for Mr. Fa won be say me believe.
I know boy in kakra.
Who say your onyo mebu wa basic. Into no my mention how the judges they work. Most of them no. I can say they have permission with national security. Judges no as part of their work no. Inti no o di asemi kura bo menimo a omutumi refer wo kura wo na wo di asemi bo menimo. Omutumi refer o do national security say national security any investigation fa ho say wo kura no ye nipa ben. It all forms part of their judgment. Because also hu nipa na wo waba nanim no. For instance, Mami Akosua Serwaa case se kofo ni medwuma ko mu a obekom kwa na court no kwa na wakoje mani aba wa mo obi kura wa investigation wo ho ama mehu say ebia my minister certificate ni kwa na enim but all the judgment beba on kan obegina law no so na ebia wa boagu ba o tenchen a obegina tem but in reality no wa investigation who said no because they are allowed to petition the national security for them to investigate certain things for them we ni kan kan ya ba maka into who that some kokota enye wadwin say judge no might not know basic things, but near the deep root of the matter, no, on Shemu. But nyoma ye basic say obe validate the authenticity of ebia nipa no ko abele nim say nipa no ko no or your first and as on your first and ye be flagus ya. They have auditors, especially to why we be cry no your judge ba ko cry auditor nso ye nim. Omuni an enam. Especially to ye bia na.
Ba Prestige.
Especially to ye bia na. Onte
Sorry, Kaka. Or no, yeah, they no buy it.
A quick one. Because what is happening with champagne diabetes and the thing is dead on arrival.
Two. Perfect two.
Said they make them say I don't know on better phone.
And the Akosua Bushman in the since Omodi a champagne, so almost side also there was champagne break for a better one. This is not a
No, say timing no. Who's there? Or my timing said the near can. Who's on my timing? I'm there about to shoot.
Let me look at the timing, the time and cranity also. The time
I was playing the autos.
Odo Broni and joining. I was playing the abertus.
Odo Broni the end by next week. Because
we were cut off technically. It just as I'm not going to the amount because but she sworn that whatever is on the document is in her view is true. But
you know, Semono Ekobase se court ekase ampa Robert James Finye Busapenyi na Ebusapenyi ko report no ma police in China be mo
Anyamo
aha sa na wose kono
yeah be mo
because impersonation fraud and also Ebusapenyi so why impersonating we cross the a written document o
yeah what sign what the Ghana card account
Akosua Bempoma also on also a problem. So I say Charlene or say Charlene or concept of Charlene we were. And to be so on make us on back top on them in make on back top way.
Who's a man come once a man later
and now more time say munyedi on back top on.
It is to park a technical knockout.
Oh, the Munya will transfer. Mamma no no. Now the judge in the corner, I hope I case of contribute.
But sorry, Prestige.
Every time you ask it, we'll meet you.
If the court accepts a Bushapena in view of that, the case, then means that the High Court has now admitted in view technically that he's still the Bushapeni.
Yeah, Makase, Mamunko. No, it's not time. I say, Mamunya Sadrin. No, Lord, and this how. Right now, no, there is no law. A stopper Ebusapeni to park from calling himself Ebusapeni.
The gazetted one.
Yeah, there's no law into Ebusapeni.
No, you see, tell me point, Nasia. Or maybe I understand where you are coming from. I'm saying that Ode caveat na kotusun say a bo elinigu before the net court case in Accra. When challenge say oye Ebusapeni na right. Meaning that per this court na admitted say there's only one Ebusapeni.
No, all to be can say mani ye. Ono na Ebusapeni asem na odi. Obi na say Ebusapeni. Ina Ebusapeni na nkasa aba. Ina ose me na me Ebusapeni. Ina judge na hwem na hu say emra mu no emra bia ni wa eyi sa title na free ne so. Into Ebusapeni eno so nkire say be affect Accra case no. But what matter? Eno nkire say be affect Accra case no.
Okay, Matthias.
You know, judge ne dey o man evidence e kire say onye Ebusapeni na and no be just because any side a okra onye Ebusapeni because right that one. But I say court order be any ho ruling be any to still remains the Ebusapeni. But say Kumasi court ne ka say wabogu a no nche say Accra court ne be ka say okra no Kumasi court na kantino Accra court no me so me giatum there be two separate cases.
Yeah, a long way to go.
Mafia omo. Abuja panya mafia maame no.
The main kind of mafia, me cry the me can say a learning careful be a would see be a yen I use a in case we may have baby now, cause when I'm car, cause it's easy on master. If I baby in a boy, I'm yes,
Somewhere no class
some day, and you'll be fear some so yen a boy, I'm yes, intimidate. If I baby, I'm a day. Moncasa may be for crabbing.
what up? To see the car, it may be.
Yeah, just a baby, some shamo. Just will be fierce of a say yet and shamo don't
Magiatu. Magiatu.
I'm on Cassassin with and did
The Magiatu.
Somewhere before.
It's a learning process. It teaches how the court system works.
In time.
Also copy. Is it happy no omo say?
Akoka wasem biemo. I am more say so my dino.
So no more to Omu ya, Omu di ya Jeffrey Ellis. Strategy.
Baby, ebe me say ebe sa ye beko sa bon say 1 year ba. Na makoti a kire mo no.
Api na pound.
Ah, obe fa lan kan fa le.
Na pound.
Ikura mi hu apila a chese da.
Appeal only their prestige, maybe until seminar confirmation. Every other Broni lawyers no one say omon fale no. I think that means say because as a business question the pan see to the point on answer. We are all assuming say apart because yenti bibia.
You're right. It could be crap say because ya file extension among no monka.
Yeah, it could be. It could be say there are other Broni lawyers in their moves in this case because maybe there's extension and they are still waiting. See, I think so for now, maybe until say also more communicators one way or the other on social media. Into me, sure, say appeal na panwa and come on Matthew Guma. Just say people are saying it with confidence. They be but so far no. We share danya into the girl. So yeah, drinking yana.
Debut, I appeal the timeline upon who, and now for being who.
Me can say what that's all my year cry.
Okay, Matthias.
Whatever, because who him say me cry, no mean say they paid for it. Until say they na make an could just correct me say Ebenezer. I can say they paid for it. I'm say okay.
Akosua. My mom chama.
That bill, and the Ebenezer, which is a
70,000.
Or say the Broni lawyers were notified, so Makochia in February.
The cost was 70,000.
Akosua, Ghana court system. Unko chase count to who? Who chase can now file?
And I make us say, Ebenezer say in February. Mind you say Ebenezer no. Oh no, cause some opinion. I don't see why you
I'm file you.
Yeah,
man, say no. Also, there say my say almost say there has been series of documents that probably have added to it, and then they have filed for it, but maybe for now no major information. I don't know if very soon it's not soon, like maybe like a month or two.
Yeah.
But they have done what they have to do.
No, but
me, I don't